Hi everyone. This video is about the 4.2 newsletter and how you can, how it should be done, and to give you some hints and tips of following the directions on how to do it. So your newsletter formatting task list is on the left. Your your basis for your newsletter is on the right, which is what you have. It's the newsletter starter document. So let's just jump into this and go into it right away. Now, the first thing that you can do, newsletter text, use two columns, is to get your column set up. And all you have to do is click here. And because of the title, it's best to hit enter twice. You'll see why that's helpful here in a minute. All right. And then you go to layout, and here's breaks. You go down to continuous breaks, and that happens. It just says right here, use a continuous section break. You should only have to do a continuous section break one time for the whole letter. For the whole newsletter. Okay, do not do this again. Okay, that does it fine. Now, newsletter text is two columns, so you're going to keep your cursor right there. You're going to go up to columns. I'm going to go down to more columns so I can show you. So you can do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here's a preview of it. So what you can do, if you ever have to go bounce back and forth between two columns or three columns, you can always click this drop-down box and change it here. Okay, so we're going to do two columns. See how it went here? Apply it to this section. This section's the whole newsletter from the section breakdown, and you hit OK. So that's what you have for the moment. Now we're going to come back up here. This is not the header. This is the actual body of the newsletter. All right, and so the title that spans across the top of the page, do not put the title in the document header. We already have this section break. Use word art and apply text effect. So we're going to kill two birds with one stone with word art and text effect. Let me show you how we do that. All right. I always forget. No, I did remember this time. Here's your word art, and you do the drop down arrow. This has a text effect right there. Here's some text effects there. So we're going to do, like I said, kill two birds with one stone. Yes, that's a really old saying, and if you want, you can laugh at me. So I'm just going to click this here. Now, yes, you have to center this, but this goes from here to here, and you can eyeball it right there. So I'm going to just left click and hold and drag it. Now, the old-fashioned way of centering this is that half your letters need to be on this side and half your letters need to be on the right. So, including spaces. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically between the E and the X should be halfway. And if you look up here, we have two numbers showing here. We have two numbers showing here. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, we're off just a little bit. And if you left click and hold, you can see the line. Okay, the line's dropping down right through the middle. So you're good. So then right here, okay, now the title has to be 36-point font. So we're going to go home and see what the font is. It's 36, so yay. All right, did the continuous section break. We did the columns, continuous section break, word art, text effect, because we got some shadow going on. All right, so you're good to go there. All right, so let's see. Picture, include at least one picture. Size and location should fit the handout. Change the wrap text. Use a picture style to format the picture. Okay, the picture style depends on what version of Office you have. All right, so it's a little different depending on where you're at. So well, for me, it's just the picture style. Just make it look like a good picture. So a lot of you have been using tags for Word. See, so we're doing Office. You could do this any kind of ways. You can have some fun with this. Oh, let me see. What would I want to do? Picture style. No, I think I'm just going to make life easy. Online pictures. Well, let's see what online pictures has. Okay, so we can do well, I think we just did Microsoft Office. Okay, now anything really big won't fit. Some of you have tried to get ones like that in, and I'm sorry, it won't work. Some of you tried this one, but you didn't resize it. So that one may be a good one. Okay, so these are all together. Well, I like these, but this is supposed to be professional newsletter, so all right. That one. I think I'm going to go with what most of you have done, which is this one, and insert it. Now, this takes up that whole first column. So what we're going to do is a couple of things. I'm going to make it smaller. Just left click and hold and dragging it. And the picture wrap text. So if you click here, you notice this little box that comes here? Layout options. So click the box with text wrapping. So you can do this. Okay, and then see if you move it around, probably right there like that works because now it's wrapping around it. Text wrap. And let's see. You can also do wrap text. Format the picture. Let's see what we got here. Again, it may not. Reduce shadow. Soft edges. Okay. Coming. Okay, so I know it didn't show up a whole lot, but right now you can go do good with that, okay? Next, we'll do a header. Give me the picture, put it in text, and we're good. a header. Okay, so when we're going to go up here, you're going to go Insert, Header. Okay, you click that. Name on the left and the date on the right. Now, if you look at the ruler, here's here's center, and here's right. So you just have to hit Tab twice. And let me see, does it tell you it has to go, or just the date? There's a couple ways you could do that. Let me see if we're going to get jazzy or not. No, we're not going to get jazzy. Just because I'm thinking not a good time to get jazzy. Okay, and then you go up here to Design and close it. And there's one thing I want to do. I want to take out this extra paragraph marker. So go to here. So we get as much room up here as we can. All right, see, so if I take off the show hide, this is what it looks like. So put the show hide back on. Header, footer, include a footer with a page number. Okay, so same thing, insert page number, bottom of page, right there. See, that's all you have to do on that one. Bulleted list needs 2 of them. You've got your list right here and right here. So all you have to do is highlight here, go up here. Now, you can use one of these, or you can go to Define New Bullet and do symbols, anything like that. You can do Picture, where you go out and find a picture. And again, Office. Creative Commons license means that it's not copyrighted, so you're safe to use it. Show all the results for Creative Commons license. But this is a newsletter. Maybe that would be cool. And insert it. So that's what it's going to look like, and you can hit OK. Now this is awfully far to the right, so I'd still highlight it. If you just click that button over, it moves it over. So an explanation about Microsoft Excel, and then here's this. Now, I'm not a big one for putting in extra spaces, but this is going to look really weird. So I'm just going to do once, so it gets up here together. Again, highlight this. Where's my bullet? Bullets. Define new bullets. Picture. Newsletter. Here's a Creative Commons license. You didn't have to worry about all that, but you do now. Here's a newsletter there. Here's the news. Again, it's supposed to be professional. There is such a thing in my book as professionally cute. Do you like that term? What would look good as a bullet? I've seen a couple I like. Have you seen one you like? Oh, this is kind of cool. Professional and cute. Insert it. Hit OK. There it is. Again, take the arrow and do that with it. All right, so let's review. We have the text in. We have the the title, picture, header, footer, bullet list, borders, and shading. Choose a small paragraph within to add borders and shading. Insert a border around the text and add shading behind the text. This is so simple, it's not even ridiculously funny. All right? All right, so you're going to highlight this. You can come up here to the box. Go all the way down to the bottom. It says borders and shading. Here's your shade. Here's your box. So you click box. You can make it whatever width you want. Have some fun with this if you like. Here's this. Make it automatic. Okay, but if you do this, then you have to pay attention to the shading so they don't mess each other up. Now, my one requirement is I have to be able to read it. But my problem here is I can't see the border. And in grading all these, I would have a real hard time. And it doesn't come real high. Okay, so the border is going to be for these old eyes. Make it, okay, now I can see the border. All right, I have to be able to see it. Can't grade it if I don't see it. Shapes include at least 2 shapes. Place them in appropriate positions on the newsletter. Add fill color to each shape. Add an effect to each shape. Sometimes you can do both of these at the same time. We're almost done, guys, because that's it. Okay, so shapes. All right, we're back to should be insert shapes. Look at this. Excuse me. Call outs, want we stars, banners, maybe flow charts, no, block arrows, no, no. This, no, no. Okay, blocks and arrows. Appropriate shapes. 5 point. Also look for what's the easiest. Don't make this harder than what it is. What's the requirements? Fill color to each shape, add an effect. Okay. Some of you have added it around the title, which is okay too. It doesn't say where it has to be. If we put it up here, now let me give you a little tip. Okay, I'll show you the tip in a minute. Fill color, shape fill. Let's give it something to go along with the newsletter. There's that one. Shape effects here. Glow, soft edges, bevels. I kind of like bevels. Looks kind of jazzy too. Like that. Now, you went to the trouble to do this. Okay. Now, all you have to do is go up to Home, Copy, Paste, left click and hold, and drag it right there. Voila. Okay. Spelling and grammar. You haven't changed any of the spelling. Go further. Bullets. Add more pictures. Change the bullets to symbols. We did that already. Include a small table. You don't want to do that necessarily. Page border. You can do that if you wish. Now down here is where you would add family is up. Add information about Microsoft Outlook right here. This should be done. This can get done in one page. Okay. I'm going to put in red in bold so you don't forget. So let's just review. Okay, the text, 2 columns. See, I just used the section break one time. The title, newsletter title, continuous section break. We did word art, text effect. We did 2 birds with 1 stone. We centered it, showed you how to center it, font size, did a picture right there. Wrap the text. The picture style comes with it. Header, did that. Footer, you did that. 2 bulleted lists, we did that. Borders and shading, we did that. Make sure I can see it and read it. Shapes, we did that. Remember, we went up to insert their shapes. Okay, and so you did this to go with that, and you just copied it over there. Spelling and grammar, you didn't change anything. The spelling and grammar you have to be careful about is what you do for Outlook. And that's it. All right. Now let's go look at the rubric. All right, additional content added to the starter document, which for me is Microsoft Outlook. Okay. Spelling and grammar is fine. 2-column format, you did it. Title, all the formatting requirements did. Picture inserted, size, so added it to title, makes it easier. Page header, got the header. Page footer, got the footer. 2 bulleted lists, got it. Paragraph border and shading, did that. Shapes, did that up there. Information regarding Outlook's right there, and you get 40 points. All right, now, remember, you can always ask me any questions you have. And so I'm going to send this out to those. As you get this done, I'm going to send this out to you. Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye.